Hello, darling. Yes, sirree. It's Lilo me, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark.
Hi guys, welcome to our first ever actual video on the Zombie Tech Gaming account! Yay! Elephant in the room. I'm doing an Elvira build, and I wanted to dress Elvira adjacent, just minus the big hair and the big... The joke was funnier when I said it in my head, but now I'm kind of sad. It's about time that I separated my personal channel and my business, Zombie Tech Gaming. As much as my business is me and I am my business, I do kind of want to separate the two. I don't want my personal channel to be entirely PC builds, and then I'm trapping myself from being able to vlog stuff I like. I figured I produce so many PC build videos nowadays, I might as well have an actual channel for the Zombie Tech Gaming business. I still very much so am learning the ropes with this new camera, my new lighting setup, my new garage setup. Just a couple videos ago, we were having, bed sheets up on the walls of our garage, and now we have this entire garage setup. If you guys want to see more about, outgrowing our original business space and upgrading it to this new one, check out my last video on my personal page, Vampire Doll. I have a little vlog talking about the growth of our business, Zombie Tech Gaming, over the last 4 months. It's been astronomical. We have so many amazing things coming up soon. Like, not to toot my own horn, but I feel like we've really outdone ourselves these last couple months and are just growing, and I want my content quality to improve along with my business. Today we are doing an Elvira inspired build. Parts of this build will be available for sale on the website. The Elvira fan cover and the high heel and lipstick fan cover will be available on the website. So unlike a standard build of ours where we start from scratch, today's build is going to be more of just like a case upgrade, as Quinn, our streamer, who is our client, had decent specs already. Like, a lot of stuff did not need upgraded, maybe a graphics card and some more storage, but other than that, their build was in pretty good stance already. So we're just upgrading primarily like a little bit of function and aesthetic wise. Jumping straight into this build, Quinn really loves sparkly red accents in leopard print. So today we're going with height Y70 case per usual, but the black and red one that we used in the past for our Five Nights at Freddy's build. But for this build, we're gonna be glitter blasting it. Yes, we are. So we are disassembling this PC case down to the bone and masking off any of the black parts, just leaving everything red exposed. And I do take apart the GPU riser just for the top cover part because I did want to spray it as well. Now, does disassembling this probably void this warranty? Sure, absolutely, but that is a sacrifice me as an artist am always willing to make. I would even argue it's probably safer just to take this top panel off and spray it separately than it is to try to mask around the GPU riser cables, as GPU riser cables are pretty fragile. And this is like my 4th craft video shouting out this foot-long painter's masking tape. Literally, this is the lifesaver for every single project I do, whether it's masking stuff off for spray painting or using it underneath peel and stick tiles because I live in a rental house. I love this tape. I'm not even sponsored, but maybe I should get a sponsorship because this is good tape. And with masking something like this, I do it kind of messily on the bigger parts that are gonna have overlap and full coverage, and then really focus on clean masking around parts where I don't want overspray. So everything red, including the hard drive slots, just the outwards facing side, so you get a little glitter on the back there. And I'm gonna be masking off the buttons and giving this case a good wipe down with rubbing alcohol before taking it outside to my paint tent and spraying. We really want to give the glitter the best opportunity to adhere to the case as we can. So going in with that alcohol wipe down, it just makes sure that there's no grease or oils from our fingertips that would interfere with the curing of the paint. And additionally, before we go in with the glitter, we are going to go in with this candy apple red spray paint that visually will not do anything to the case. You can hardly tell it's on there, but it gives the glitter coat a slightly tacky base to adhere to and cure better on the case than just the glitter sitting on top. Also, because we are not going in with a clear coat over top the glitter blast, it has its own clear coat inside of it. And in my history of going over top glitter coats with a clear coat, it has a chemical reaction where both of the clear coats inside the glitter and then the clear coat you're putting on top interact, and it can make your glitter kind of foggy. I want to avoid that at all costs, and I think we did a really good job. Even if there isn't a clear coat sealing that glitter in, it's pretty stuck on there. Like, you'll for sure still get a fleck or two on your hands if you're rubbing your hands on it, but it's down there. It's sticking, it's stayed, and it is gorgeous. I love the multicolor glitter going on. It has little flecks of like hollow gold along inside it that just really gives extra depth to that red glitter color, and undoing this peel was so satisfying. So when we initially disassembled this PC, it was a total bummer when we realized that some of the screening of the top panel of this PC case had been torn. We had some screen of our own that we painted to color match to the top of the case, and I cut and glued it in while making sure that any of the torn screen was removed. It looks a little ugly from the underside, but once you see it on the outside, the gridding is a slightly larger size, but once it's all installed in the PC, it's not really something that you can visually tell. By the time that we had disassembled the PC case and it was ready to paint, and we had realized that there was rips in the mesh already, Brandon had done his contribution to this Elvira themed project with engraving some spiders and diamonds into the windows. So a return really wouldn't have been feasible in this case. So mending any torn spots was the best we could do to really fix that. We really enjoy case customizations, especially engraving, and want to bring more pre-engraved cases to our website just to purchase the case themselves. Quinn's PC build is not going to be an entire PC build from scratch, as her current specs really weren't that bad. I'll throw them up on the screen here, but what we are doing for her today is obviously a case and fan upgrade, along with giving her another terabyte of storage and upgrading her graphics card. So Quinn did the due diligence of packing up all of her components that we are going to continue to use in these anti-static bags and shipping them over to us. She is a smart girl. We are reusing her motherboard, her processor, her original M.2 of course, and then her RAM, which is a smart idea not to upgrade RAM right now with the insane prices of the RAM market. Zombie Tech Gaming currently is stepping away from doing fully customized pre-builds just for a tiny bit. It is a temporary thing while we rework on a big portion of our website and how this works for our business, but we are prioritizing making customized cases, and we will in the near future take on some commissions for customized cases, like to people's specific themes. Also, I just want to jump in here and say we did not have the M.2 screws for this motherboard because Best Buy did her dirty and didn't give them to her. So we have these spacing motherboard blocks, which are like foam blocks with adhesive on one side and a little piece of adhesive tape that we're going to be putting underneath the M.2s just to hold them in, and it really did a decent job. It shouldn't interfere with her M.2 read at all, and this is also absolutely not sponsored, but maybe it should be. I love these NZXT RGB core fans. I will admit their RGB fan controller hub can be kind of annoying to cable manage around because it is kind of big and bulky, but these fans give the most beautiful luminescent aura, especially because there's no middle center circle of the fan obstructing the glow. And I really like putting our fan covers over top these fans because of that. Simultaneously, NZXT has some of the most simple and easy to use RGB software. I am not the biggest fan of Corsair RGB fans because everything Corsair RGB has way too many cables, and then their software is super confusing. IMO! I'm not sponsored, I'm just saying I really do like these NZXT RGB core fans, and they'll look super cute with these Elvira fan covers we made for this build. There's a lipstick with little bat wings, and we're gonna go with this high heel and bat wings for this back 140mm fan. And you'll see the actual Elvira inspired fan cover at the end, but I totally forgot to mention at the beginning, we are upgrading her power supply as well to match the standards of her new graphics card, of which I'll toss up the specs here. Also, I'm a total chud for this, but new camera, I'm gonna have some accidents. Accidentally deleted the main shot of me putting the graphics card into the PC and didn't realize until after the PC was shipped, so there's that. Sorry guys. Dressed up for the video. I wanted to look a little Elvira-y, but I'm still working on it. What did I say? I said I felt AI generated. I felt like some loser on X being like, Grok, AI generate me a goth GF building computers. Ugh. Also, we're bringing it back to my first ever PC build with this one. Have y'all ever seen a customized CPU cooler with none other than muscle tape? Yeah, I have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. I am no stranger to some muscle tape, but they come in so many funky colors and patterns that I just knew to bring a little bit of leopard print into this build for that Elvira chic touch. We 100% needed to get some leopard print muscle tape. So that's exactly what I'm doing, and I'm just wrapping it around. There will be an ugly underside to this, but as long as you just kind of make it facing away from what you would see in the PC case, it looks pretty stock. Absolutely random poll, but have you guys ever been to Build-A-Bear and had to do the little heart ceremony? Because this is 100% what I do with y'all's computers, is I love to make a little heart with the thermal paste because it's made with love. And don't even start with the, well, actually that's gonna affect your cooling. Well, actually have some joy and whimsy, okay? The joy and whimsy police are never gonna get me and my Elvira fan cover. This is the Elvira fan cover. It is a 360mm, so it covers 3 120mm fans. It's like kind of sort of loosely based off of a tattoo that I have, definitely more detailed, and we worked really hard to make sure that these fan covers are very detail oriented and you get the best glowy silhouette through that you possibly can. And while we are kind of jumping forward to the final reveal of this PC because I accidentally deleted the final shot of me putting the graphics card in, let me just insert a picture or a video of me putting in a graphics card of a different build because it is really all the same at the end of the day. But I love how this build turned out. The glitter has me all kinds of jealous. I kind of want to glitter bomb my PC now in the Elvira and the high heel. I just love how this build turned out. Don't you hate when you have liquid IV and then it all settles to the bottom and then you just drink salt granules? So that's pretty much it for this Elvira build. I would say like half a build, considering we did just move quite a big chunk of the components from her old PC to this PC. Thank you so much, Quinn, for taking your time to disassemble your old PC and send us the parts. Turned out pretty cool, if I do say so myself. The Elvira fan covers, lipstick fan covers, and high heel fan covers will be available on the website at zombietechgaming.com. I will be learning how to use this camera and mic better as I use it more. It has been such a substantial upgrade. Like, no promo, trust me, I tried. DJI won't sponsor anybody for not me begging in their emails, please sponsor me, I need an Osmo Pocket.
I wish I had a free bag of chips.
They never got back to me, so I ended up getting one. It's a business expense. I mean, it is. I gotta do social media, marketing, everything. The joys of being a small business is every single role is yours. Social media, marketing, content. Also doing the thing that needs the content taken of it. And then posting the content. Bro, I go AFK for an entire month because I'm busy on a project, and then I realize I haven't marketed all month because I've been AFK all month because I've been working on a project. I'm working really hard to try to get out of that funk of like, girl, you need to record yourself doing stuff and post more often. So getting a new camera and a new mic setup honestly really does push me to do it more because I gotta make this $600 camera worth it. So be prepared for a lot of new content here that pertains to our business, new products. I have so many new products on the way that I can't tell you guys about. It eats me alive that I can't just like spill the beans on everything going on behind the scenes right now. but trust and believe y'all will be the first to hear it when it's ready to come out. So that's the Elvira build. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I hate having to say that, but YouTube doesn't like to push my videos all the time, so, you know, pushing it a little bit at the end here. Ugh. It always feels yucky. I had, like, the charisma of some of those YouTubers who could just say like, comment, and subscribe without, like, giving themselves the cringy icks, but I give myself the cringy ick almost constantly. Make sure you tune in for next month's video where I get on a plane for the first time. Bye!